going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a very entertaining episode of Monday Night Raw. How you doing, sir? I can tell you're all fired up.
I am pumped up. That was a great Raw that I watched last night for sure. I kind of, maybe dozed within about a few minutes into the show, but that's okay. It did sell. And you know what, man? I am actually pumped for Elimination Chamber. So I think this Raw was a great Raw when it came to selling for Elimination Chamber, but also with pushing stars that did need much of a push, especially after the Royal Rumble. So let's kick Raw off, Kyle. Why not, right?
Yeah.
So we have the Alpha Academy continuing with their final round of competition with the RK Bros. This was called a quiz bowl. So it was basically just a quiz with just questions and answers about history and, science and whatever. But Gable with a correct answer of a question of a former president. I didn't even know that. And Gable has a 4.0 GPA, maybe he's smarter than King was.
Smart guy.
But back and forth with RK Bro beating a tiebreaker with the Chad Gable and Otis. But hey, you know what? RK Bro, they look like they are stronger and smarter.
Yeah, than ever, man. It was a great segment to open up Monday Night Raw. I love when they open up Raw with comedic segments, and RK Bro and the Alpha Academy certainly delivered.
You were happy about that. I was happy about it. We had a quick segment like that, and then we jumped right to a match, a good match. Street Profits come out challenging Chad and Otis to a match. So Gable did get a win with a seating pin after a quick distraction by Ford, kind of a quick match. But you know what? Gable and Otis taking a win over the Street Profits, Kyle, I'll take it, dude. I will.
Yeah, building their championship repertoire. I mean, a win over the Street Profits. I mean, that's certainly one to add to the list.
Oh my gosh, for sure. So next we have another match. So jumping match to a match. I like it. AJ battling Damian Priest. This was a non-title match. Damian, of course, your United States champion. Priest still in the match after a hard Pele kick, but prone to a phenomenal forearm, giving AJ a nice win. So you know what? I like seeing AJ still up high in that competition card, getting wins. He's not taking L's.
Yeah, you and me both. I think this is setting up a great match at the Elimination Chamber. Imagine seeing those two go out there putting on a show for the United States Championship.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm kind of surprised AJ isn't in the Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah, it would have been great to see him, but I'd settle for him in the United States Championship picture.
I think so too, and I think he will win that if they keep going forward with this for the next few weeks. But we have Miz TV next, of course, Maurice with the Miz. I do miss Maurice in the ring, so it was great seeing them too because they just add fuel to the fire. But special guest, the Mysterios, Dominic and Ray, after Miz getting a cheap win over Dominic last week, teeing off Ray's son, then taking jabs at Rey Mysterio, and then Ray and Dominic challenging Miz to a rematch. He ended up saying, "Oh, I should be on the cover of 2K22," and then jabbing again with the Mysterios, telling Dominic that Eddie Guerrero is his real father. He's bringing this up again. This is right when Dominic, I think, started on the main roster. He brought up jabs about Eddie Guerrero, and this honestly made me pumped about a feud with them, and they're kind of bringing it back. And you know what? I'm okay with it because the Miz can sell anything, and with Maurice by his side, dude, this is certainly interesting. But the match gets underway. I think it was Dominic versus Ray. Maurice being caught by the official for tripping Dominic, kind of what happened last week, but with Miz. Maurice being sent to the back. Dominic rolling up Miz, arguing with Ray after the match. But you know what? Dominic got a clean win over the Miz. They did that well. But also, Ray and Dominic kind of arguing after the match. Not sure really why. I just didn't pay attention to that much. But you know what? I'm going to take it. And I think we're going to slowly start seeing the build of Ray and Dominic having a feud.
Yeah, man, I could see it culminating at WrestleMania. I think that feud is starting to happen. Miz is an antagonist, and I think he's the perfect role for that. And I love seeing Miz and Maurice in the ring, man. They just work so well together. And yeah, the Miz should be on the cover of 2K22. What's that WWE 2K doing there, man? I'd love to see that rated up.
I don't think they yet to have Miz and Maurice on a game, so that would be certainly interesting. Maybe next year. But yeah, let's move forward, Kyle. The EST, Bianca Belair, she's been growing on me more and more, dude. Especially after Royal Rumble. But Nikki ASH and the EST, Bianca Belair clash in singles action. Nikki trapping Bianca in the ring apron, working on her leg. Belair hitting a KOD onto Nikki. almost superhero with one leg for the win. A KOD with one leg, man.
Oh,
That
dude,
is
it was
impressive.
incredible. It was incredible, man. Her strength is unmatched. I would say she's pound for pound probably the strongest woman on that roster right now.
I love those unscripted moments, dude, in WWE, something like that. A Raw injury, obviously, I hope she is well. But you know what, man? I love seeing it. I really did. So also what I like seeing next, Kevin Owens and Austin Theory. So this, Kyle, I was kind of confused. Kevin Owens and Austin Theory rematch for a spot in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know what's going on there.
so I guess Kevin Owens didn't want to fly to Saudi Arabia. I know all stars do have to be vaccinated, but I don't think that has to do with it. I just don't think he likes flying there. It's a shit show, I guess. But
Yeah.
Kevin Owens was in control with a nice cannonball in the corner to a frog splash. Theory kicking out. Kevin Owens going for a senton, but Theory gets the knees up. Kevin Owens kind of recaps with a stunner and puts down Austin Theory. So is Kevin Owens back in the Elimination Chamber? I guess so. Even last week, they had Kevin Owens take on Theory, and Theory was beating Kevin Owens, and I guess he was in the Elimination Chamber. Now is Austin Theory out? I don't know, but I guess Kevin Owens is in the chamber match. So I'm kind of confused to that, but you know what? I'll take that over Theory and let Theory kind of keep gaining some momentum towards WrestleMania.
Yeah, this was certainly an interesting moment here. I'm not sure how to take it. Maybe they'll have like a tiebreaker match next week. We'll just have to keep an eye on it, and we'll see who's in the Elimination Chamber. I think Kevin Owens is more suited for that match, but Austin Theory's shown that he can have some great spots. So either superstar in that match, I would love to see it.
Yeah. So speaking of Elimination Chamber, the Women's Elimination Chamber, I think that's going to be phenomenal come
Oh
this year.
yeah.
But we have Doudrop who takes on Liv Morgan, both women who are in this year's Elimination Chamber at Saudi Arabia. Take in singles action next. Clean match, Doudrop taking a win as she is headed to Elimination Chamber. Poor Liv Morgan, but you know what? I think Doudrop does need this momentum, especially coming to Elimination Chamber after losing to Becky Lynch clean just a few weeks ago at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Doudrop certainly needed that push, and I'm glad to see her pick up a clean win over Liv Morgan. Even though I love Liv, it was just good to see Doudrop pick up that win, building momentum as we head towards that women's elimination chamber, and that match is going to be awesome.
I think so. I think the women's is going to absolutely sell, dude, and
It's going to steal the show.
Elimination Chamber. Yeah, Elimination Chamber is always my favorite match. It really is. So we're gonna have to wait and see. But maybe Doudrop will win. If she does, I think people will riot. I certainly won't. But wow, man, Elimination Chamber. So our main event is next. Raw went by very quickly to me. The
Oh,
script
you
writing
said
was
it, man.
great. Everything
3 hours went by like freaking that. It was crazy.
It was, I think everything went smooth. Riddle takes on Seth Rollins. I was happy to see this. So Riddle hitting a floating bro as Kevin Owens comes out of nowhere attacking Riddle. Randy then comes down hitting an RKO onto Kevin. I was actually surprised to see Kevin Owens come out, but I get what they're doing. So we have tag action next, Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins versus RK Bros. Kevin Owens with a beautiful moonsault, then taunting Randy Orton, which is kind of great. I love Kevin Owens taunting.
Oh man, it's awesome.
Going for a splash, but he misses. Then Rollins eventually regaining momentum, hitting a stomp, but onto Riddle for the win. He didn't hit anything onto Randy Orton. He hit it onto Riddle to help him and Kevin Owens lead their way to victory. RK Bro, they can't win a match every single week, and especially when it comes to Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, the unlikely duo, man. But you know what? I was happy to see them both get a win.
Oh man, you said it. This was a great segment to end Monday Night Raw. Even if it was just Seth Rollins and Riddle, that could be a main event match at any pay-per-view, and I was certainly pumped to see it. And
if WWE lets them sell, but yep, I was pumped to see it too. Keep going.
And it was just a great match to end the night. I mean, I like this unlikely pairing of Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. The friend of my friend, the enemy of my friend is my friend. However that saying goes.
I turn the volume up for that match, dude. I really would. Seth Rollins versus Riddle. Yeah. So wow, I can't believe that was Raw in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Elimination Chamber coming up soon. Not much going on right now, especially with the Shane McMahon and a few things. AEW's Unforbidden Door that is supposedly opening once
tonight.
more.
Yeah, tonight.
So yeah, that's interesting. We will keep everybody updated as always. Not much that I could think about now, Kyle. We'll jam videos out for you guys. Just keep on
that bus with us. Always like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys Saturday for a SmackDown recap. And we're going to AEW in a few weeks, so stay tuned for that. Woo!
Yeah, I'm pumped for that. Maybe we'll do a recap on that. But
Oh
I
man,
know
that'd be
I'm
awesome.
tired in the morning.
All right,
Absolutely.
babies. We love you. Peace out.
Come on and fight.